dog days of summer have you down? Feel like howling at the moon? Well, unless you're howling about a good cause, why not instead schedule in an Empower Hour with me? You can do that at the link that you're going to see above. So, what good will it really do in the situation that you're dealing with to blame yourself for how things have not reached the level of perfection that you wanted them to be at? Unless, of course, you're going to take a look at yourself and recognize that perhaps it's a good idea to let go of that sense of perfection that just doesn't exist anywhere except in your mind, and your desires are always going to make it so that that perfection can never fully be in place. The long and short of the situation is that the outcome is not down to you. It's not that there's anything wrong with having particularly high standards. I think having high standards are things that make you strive to achieve great things. But when you have no level of acceptance for something that's pretty darn good in the first place, well, those are the moments that you usually overlook a great opportunity. And I don't want that to happen to you this week, especially, or really in general, but especially this week with the full moon energy that's present, right? You see, your skills have not fallen by the wayside. It's not that you're letting the side down. It's not that your attention to detail has somehow overlooked something. As a matter of fact, your attention to detail might be just a little too sharp now, to the point that your critical mind is working overtime on every single potential that you seem to come up with. The moment something comes into being that can potentially be a plan that will free this situation up, you begin to pick over it with the fine tooth comb. And then when you do actually move with some of those plans and they don't work out quite the way you were expecting them to, then suddenly it's due to some flaw on your part, something you got wrong in the development of the situation. You certainly must have missed something. And when your mind is working overtime in that particular capacity, then even when a really great opportunity is right there in front of you, what are you going to do? You're right. You figured it out. You're going to take a look at that opportunity and you're going to go, nah, I don't think that's it. No, that answer, that shiny solution that goes, here's your way to a golden breakthrough. You're instead going to go, that's just a lump of coal. It's not something that's really shiny and an opportunity, no matter how much it goes, oh. I promise not to sing any more opera for you, because then you'll go, okay, let's just get out of here. This guy's a little loopy. Well, I am a little loopy. I'll be the first to admit it, right? But I think it's important to be a little loopy in the type of world that we're dealing with. And I don't want you to be so loopy that you don't see that opportunity that's standing right in front of you, right about the time of the full moon. No, it's not perfect. It's not perfect as your mind needs to see perfection. It's not going to reach the level of a breakthrough that you were perhaps expecting it to, but it is a breakthrough nonetheless. You see, here's the thing about Uttara Ashadha Nakshatra. Uttara Ashadha Nakshatra has this tendency to, well, really fire up our determination, right? And with this particular full moon cycle, we've got the sun and Mercury obviously right across from the moon, because that's what makes a full moon happen. In the instance you didn't know, it's a sun moon opposition. Well, sun and Mercury are in Punarvasu Nakshatra. With the energy of Punarvasu Nakshatra, things are building up in intensity. That's the word I want to use. In intensity towards a better situation. But because of some weakness in the equation with Mercury, what's happening is there's a certain finicky energy with Punarvasu Nakshatra. And so the moment that things are getting to a state that's pretty damn good, your mind wants to kind of pick it over and look at what might be flawed in the approach that you're taking to it, right? And then that makes you become even more determined to push for greater and greater ideas, greater and greater levels of a breakthrough. And the whole time that that's going on, there's something right in front of you that, because of the intensity of your focus, you're really not able to see it with the level of clarity that you should be able to, right? So, just like the old saying goes, the devil is in the details, or not being able to see the forest for the trees. You may need to kind of zoom out a little bit to gain greater clarity on your situation rather than being so focused on the minute details and how you might be able to, kind of manipulate the situation. That looked weird, didn't it? Right? How you might be able to manipulate the situation. The fact of the matter is, you can't create this perfect outcome. And that perfection mindset is good on one level because it will help you to achieve greater and greater things. But when all you're needing is something simple at the moment, why overlook something that in simplicity is directly in front of you? You simply need to open your eyes to the extent that you can see it. That's going to do it for this look at the full moon in Uttara Ashadha Nakshatra, which takes place on the 13th of July, 2022. Until next time, oh, you thought you were going to get by without me reminding you of the Empower Hours. No luck. If you want to schedule in a consultation with me, you can do it at the link above. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, please feel free to leave your comments down below in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and consider ticking the notification bell so you can receive a notification every time I post a new video. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.